in the world am I sitting back and being quiet about this?
Matt Hayes
Oh, my God. This is ridiculous.
and Leon Searcy.
If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Well, on the porch is one Matt Hayes. He tried to battle it out yesterday, but the stomach virus got the best of it.
It did.
Yeah.
But you know what? He finished
Yeah.
because he was over here suffering. He was.
Well, we've gone through now, I think, both of you cats
Yeah, man.
over, I don't know, maybe a month period where, yeah, exactly. There was a moment in time where Big Surse almost went down.
Oh, yeah, I almost went down. I almost went in the room and laid it down.
Yeah.
But I knew I wouldn't hear the last from y'all, so I was not going to be y'all little puppet.
He had what resembled the meat sweats, which I am very familiar with.
I
but
did, bro.
yours was a virus, and you went down for a little bit. You made it through the show,
Mhm.
and then Matt missed a day, battled back, plowed through, and then is down again. So we'll see.
Let's see.
But I guess there's a little bit of a bug that's going around out there. So hopefully everybody's good to go. And I thought maybe just wanted to lay out and sit home and watch World Cup soccer, but this is the first day.
Yeah, he has the fever. Yeah, the World Cup fever.
Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
But this is the first day since June 11th that you will be without World Cup soccer.
That deserves a sad violin.
Yeah,
It
I miss it
is.
already. I do. I miss it. You know what? After the show, I enjoy going to the watering hole and light me up one, give me a little beer, and waiting for about half an hour until it comes on. And I'll watch it from 3 all the way to the end.
It'll be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Nice.
France, Morocco.
But think about it. As we came on the air yesterday, Argentina was already on the pitch against Egypt, and we were treated, at least for the time that we were on the air, we thought an upset was brewing, and Egypt was going to take down the title holder. And in the end, FIFA equals Argentina. Argentina equals FIFA. And they were down 2 goals, 2-0, all the way to, 76th minute?
Something like that.
Yeah, bro.
And then they scored 3 goals in 13 minutes.
Crazy.
When we got off the air, it was still tied at 2. Messi had just scored the equalizer. And you were like, it looks like we're going to extra time. And I was like, I don't know.
You did.
I don't know. And wouldn't you know it, man? Just a great cross by Lautaro Martinez and a great headed goal. And the Argentinians went absolutely bananas, and they have made it once again to the quarterfinals. They're going for 2 in a row.
So I wrote it down, fellas. Is it Messi magic or FIFA fixing?
Can it be both?
It can be both. It can absolutely be both. Listen, you don't go see the Stones without Mick.
It's true. It's the truth. You expect them to be part of the proceedings all the way through, which they have been but it was Messi magic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually think they did the right thing with the calls. So what happened was Egypt originally got a goal. Remember, we announced it on air. We did that just happened or whatever. Then they called it back because of a foul. It was like on the other side of the field when it happened, but it still was a foul, in my opinion. They called it back. And then at the very end, Egypt almost gets a penalty right before Argentina scored their winner. So, like, they almost got it called back and a penalty for Egypt. You know that was never going to happen. And I also don't think that was a foul. So, yes, it certainly seems like Argentina gets all the calls, which they do. But I thought yesterday specifically it was the right call.
Yeah. Messi's a master.
And
Messi is a freak, man. He just put the team on his back.
I like the fact that Argentina is playing the villain role because right now, everybody that's watching the World Cup does not want them to win.
Kind of like they were looking at the U.S. the other day when Balogun was back in the lineup. They didn't like that, and they already were the hunted, and now even more.
Yeah, even more.
Yeah,
but I like
Switzerland up next because Colombia totally crapped the bed yesterday.
So that was a 0-0 finish, and then they went to penalty kicks, and you were fired up because Blake, your beautiful wife, is.
Yeah, I don't cheer for Colombia.
Yeah, she's
actually, she actually, I get home yesterday and it's like penalties are about to start, and she wouldn't let me talk.
Oh,
like because I'm very negative, so she just didn't want my vibes around whatsoever.
Your energy, energy.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't work out.
Negative? No.
They lost. They scored 5 goals in 5 games in the entire tournament, guys.
That's
not great.
That falls under the heading you deserve to lose?
Yeah, well, they only gave up 1 goal.
Yeah.
So every single one of their games was just so drab and boring.
Right.
So I'm not crazy upset they're out of the tournament. And I can say that because my wife never listens.
I do believe that there was another Euro step miss that that you were talking about on the penalty kicks.
No, actually, it was just a defender being terrible. Like, I don't understand why they have
looked
these.
like he did that little pause. And
Maybe
he was
a
the
little
one
bit.
who
Not-
booted it over.
Maybe a little bit,
Yeah.
but not nearly as like some of
As
the other
obvious
guys
as the
literally
others,
like
yeah.
stop. But yeah, they send these. I've seen it all World Cup. I think there's 6 of them now
Mhm.
that during a penalty shootout, they're defenders. So they're guys that you're never asking to score with their feet.
Yeah.
And you send them up as one of the 5 guys you trust most. And they've missed 6 times in the tournament throughout all the teams that have taken penalties, including 2 in that kick shootout yesterday.
Yeah,
So
it
I
makes-
don't understand it, man.
It makes zero sense when you think about it. You can get on the manager, the coach, then you can get on this case pretty good.
But there also is what you don't know is which players declined
Mhm.
because that happens all the time. Oh yeah. And Joe's giving me a face for the listeners right now,
whoa.
like shocked.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys realize that this is like a lot of
Monumental.
pressure,
Yeah.
and they don't have the cojones to take them. There was a particular guy, Leon Goretzka,
Yeah.
in the
I thought you
Germany-Paraguay
just called
shootout.
Leon something else. Right, go ahead.
In the Germany-Paraguay shootout, where he's being asked multiple times by the captain of the country, hey, you need to take this. You're a veteran. And he's like, no, I'm good.
Well, let me ask you this question, JJ. When it comes to the pressure kicking, when a penalty kick in the country, in the world watching, a lot of these players, maybe they're afraid of being villainized by their own country by
yes.
missing the kick.
Especially Colombia.
So it's a lot of pressure. Yeah, especially Colombia, a place like that.
They've
So
had
I'm saying, in their
history of
minds, they say, in
Bullets
their
can
minds,
fly over that stuff.
So I'm thinking in their minds, they're thinking, bro, if I miss this,
I'll be infamous forever.
that part.
Okay, so
forever.
let me ask you, and I want to ask Leon
Because
another
you're
question.
expected to make it.
Right.
So if you make it, it's like no one remembers you for making a
Very
penalty.
true.
It's an 80% chance.
Yeah,
But if
it's-
you miss,
They remember.
It's what's expected of you, and if you don't deliver, then they'll never forget it or forgive. But here's the thing, and I agree with you that it's expected that you're going to make it. So percentage-wise, you just named a number, 80%.
it's around 75 to 80% for a penalty in the regular league season. You make.
And you could probably equate it to a free throw because
Yeah.
no one's in your face defending you or anything like
Or like
that.
a 45-yard field goal.
Yeah, something like
Mhm.
that. Inside
in
45.
the NFL.
Yeah. But I'm thinking to
Not
myself,
college.
I would rather have that than be the dude that says no. Imagine, Leon, if you just said no, I don't want to go out there for this most high pressure.
But no one knows you said no except your teammate. Like the rest of the country, the only reason we knew about Goretzka was because it was caught on film, on tape, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but you and your boys will know
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they'll know forever. I couldn't imagine a teammate in a crucial situation coming up to me and say, man, come on the sideline and say, man, I don't want to go out there.
Yeah.
Bro.
Maybe if you're like a really young player, but this guy is.
Yeah.
This is like his second or third.
Yeah,
World Cup.
I say it like this: if you're scared, go to church.
Exactly.
In the moment, you got to shine. When the lights
You
are
better believe
brightest.
it. And it's a totally different deal because you're not asked to go out there and throw the ball for Mark Burrell or anything like that. But just the idea of someone just opting out in the biggest of moments when you have a chance to propel your team
Mhm.
into the next round, it is kind of crazy.
Mhm.
All right, you guys jump in on that. One of our texters already jumped in and said, seeing Messi so emotional, he loved it. And
Yeah, he cried after the game
Oh, yeah.
in like tears of joy, and then he was asked about it after the game, and he said, "I was crying because I thought I let the team down, and we were like because he missed that penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of missed penalties, he missed a penalty in the game
right.
in the first half, and he thought that was ultimately going to cost him. So." Seeing 39-year-old Messi knowing this is my last World Cup, this is all legacy stuff. Like I love the Messi storyline right now.
Yeah. Mentally weak athletes in the world today, says one of our texters. Look, it might be they're not as hardened as you were in the 90s, Big Stars. I still think there are great performances out there everywhere.
Yeah.
There are still great athletes
I
that
can't
have the
call them
mental
mentally.
toughness.
I can't call them mentally weak because I've never been in that situation. I
Mhm.
mean, I've never been a soccer player in a crucial moment of kicking a goal in front of the whole.
And you're like, well, there's 6 guys that don't have to take one. Why can't I just be one of the 6?
Yeah.
You
And then
know,
you-
like I
You
it's-
disappear into the sunset.
and to act for the texter, I'm sure that there's been guys for ages that have opted out of taking penalties in the World Cup. This isn't just a new phenomenon with soft. I will admit that like this new generation to me absolutely more mentally soft than the older
Yeah,
cats.
yeah.
But I know that there was guys for decades who have been opting out of taking penalties, man.
But it's so
That's
funny. It's like
just-
you can't get out of a batter's lineup. You are a part of the batter's lineup. If you're
Exactly.
next, you got to deliver. If it's the kicker, you got to deliver. If it's whatever on fourth down, you got to make the play. You can go on and on.
Yeah.
If you're a golfer, you got to make the putt. You can't
Yeah.
hand the putter to your caddy and say,
Exactly.
"Do this for me."
You know
can't
what?
do it.
I'd rather be in that situation and know if I got the goods or not, than not to be in that situation.
Right.
Exactly. That's gut check time.
Yeah.
It really is. All right, 641-1010. You guys jump in on the World Cup, what you've seen, what you've enjoyed, all that type of stuff. The Landon Donovan comment about Christian Pulisic is worth getting into. So we will definitely touch on that a little bit later on. But I want to bring up Billy Napier, okay? Or as I like
Speaking
to call
of
him.
American legends,
Exactly.
heroes.
As he was originally named
he
on.
would never opt out of a penalty.
No.
kick.
He was originally
Those
named on the
being
text
dangerous.
line by a prime-timer, Billy Napier, Billy Vanilli, and those have been the two names that we have referred to him quite often on the show. Well, Billy Vanilli, they were lip syncing. This time he finally speaks the truth, says what he should have done when he was at the University of Florida. So we will get into that coming up. It is XL Primetime, Golf Club at Southampton Wednesday. You still have the practice range open. You got all sorts of things happening there. Thursday night trivia. They've got dining, the clubhouse, cold beer, all that stuff. You can practice on your game, and they're getting excited about the greens and the renovation taking place throughout the summer stretch, and they'll be open before you know it. You can find out all that they've got going on just by checking out their Facebook page, the Golf Club at Southampton.
He'll tell you about tonight's games and hot topics.
It's him.
Hacker After Dark.
I'm always punctual.
Live and local, even late night.
You're exactly the kind of hero the world needs.
Right after Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL. This World Cup soccer update is laced up by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes and Houston's Meats.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. It's another World Cup quadruple header starting now in Atlanta. A Group H game between Spain and Saudi Arabia. Spain, one of the top favorites to win it all, ranked second by FIFA. European champs, haven't lost in 2 years, but this past Monday, a scoreless tie with little Cape Verde, who had never before played a World Cup game. Cape Verde plays later today in Miami against Uruguay. In Group G, it's Belgium and Iran in LA, Egypt and New Zealand in Vancouver. Those two nations both had ties in their openers. Neither have ever won a World Cup game. Germany has won.
Picken here. See clearly with the Eye Associates and trusted optometrists Zachary Boskool and Alice LaFlamme. From comprehensive eye exams, dry eye care, glaucoma management, diabetic eye care, and more, Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme are dedicated to protecting your vision. Immediate availability at all 5 Jacksonville locations. Schedule today with Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme by calling the Eye Associates, formerly Bowden Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD at 296-0098.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Chevrolet is proud to be a 9-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year recipient, the only dealership in Northeast Florida to ever win this prestigious award. Trust me, I know this. I've been dealing with Nimnick forever, and they really are that good. You know, for 3 generations, Nimnick's been the place customers keep coming back to. Customers like me, treating you right, giving the most back to our community, more choices and better prices. It's just the best place to buy cars, and I can promise you that. So who gives you the best experience when you're buying a car? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company is hiring for an estimator. Are you a motivated, customer-focused professional who enjoys working with people and doing things the right way? We want to hear from you. Send your resume to JCW Roof at jcwroof.com or call 904-396-1546. Family owned and operated since 1946. Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company, the first name in Jacksonville roofing.
Nothing says all-American like a great meal and a great deal. MyGate Rewards members. Grab any roller grill favorite, Lay's brand chips, and an ice cold Pepsi or Gatorade, all for just $5.50. The all-American meal deal only at Gate. See store for details.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
Tailgaters Parking's approaching sellout for this upcoming season. Permanent restrooms, all-day security, and on-site restaurant pavilion. Due to stadium construction, your previous parking may be gone. Log on to tailgatersparking.com today.
The mosquitoes are out in full force. Before they ruin another cookout or pool day, call the experts at Royal Pest Services. Their mosquito and outdoor pest treatments target mosquitoes, gnats, and other nuisance bugs so you can enjoy your backyard. Royal Pest Services. Take back your yard.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
Having a good time, hump day, midweek right here in the city of Jacksonville. And in the city of Jacksonville, you probably look around and see a bunch of Firehouse subs. So let's get a round of applause for the folks that dropped off some great grub for us today. Look, we're spoiled. Big Circe is bringing us in lunch left and right.
Yeah.
Firehouse comes in, and basically they're building off the momentum of the steak and cheese melt, and they just came out with a smoking honey melts, which we both tore into, JJ as well. High marks. They got 2 new melts, drizzled with smoking honey chipotle sauce, loaded with your choice of grilled chicken, or you can tear into that seared prime rib, whatever it might be, along with those Cajun seasoned fries. Check it all out at Firehouse Subs.
The seasoned fries, they're new and they're spectacular.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was already.
And I'm a fry connoisseur. I don't just say that about any French fry, but those were phenomenal. That when they came out with their fry, like a year or so ago, a couple years ago, we were impressed. But this is next level.
It was already a home run.
Yeah.
Now a grand slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So on the heels of that, we were just talking World Cup soccer. We got to give away some Sporting Jacks tickets.
Yes. So if you're not going to be watching our national team anymore. So if you want to see some football, I got a family 4-pack of tickets to see the men's Sporting Jacks versus Pittsburgh Riverhounds. That is Wednesday, July 15th at 7:30. So be car number 4 right now, 641-1010.
All right. So JJ will take care of it. Let's take care of a Billy Napier storyline. And I tell you what, Billy Napier, and you guys know how I feel about him. I like the hire, just like a lot of people who support the University of Florida. I'm a proud graduate. When he first came in, I thought, okay, this guy's proven that he can win. He's learned under some bigger names. He's the guy that has a recruiting reputation, on and on and on. Well, we all know how I soured on that, and he went from Billy Napier to Billy Napier, and he just didn't get it. He didn't get the job done. And one of the things that we would preach constantly is go hire an offensive play caller. Okay, you're trying to oversee everything as the head coach of the University of Florida. It's the biggest job you've ever had, and you're not doing a good job of it. So hire an OC to take the reins of the offense and give DJ Lagway and your offense a chance to succeed. He never did. Right?
No, he didn't. He didn't. What would he call him? Sunbelt Billy?
Yeah.
When he came here?
Yeah.
The job was just too big for him. He needed help, especially on the offense side of the ball. I mean, I thought defensively, y'all always played well defensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even in your down years, I thought you played well defensively for the most part.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You play hard. You play hard for the most part.
Right.
Because you had a whole bunch of athletes over there. But offensively, Y'all was like in a box, man. Yeah, I mean, as far as the groupings, the personnel, the balls down the field, it was awful. I mean, it was really hard to see, really hard to watch, to be honest with you. But we know where he's at. He's at confessional right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the rosary beads. He sat there and he told the priest, "Listen, this is what I did wrong. I'm confessing that I should have got an OC with a game. But who was your sacrificial lamb, and now you not getting OC."
Right, because normally, if it ain't going well, you get to fire your offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
And he didn't have one to fire, and DJ Lagway went from a prized recruit to a Heisman hopeful to a disaster.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. Now, DJ's part in this, injured, wasn't 100% healthy, may have added some extra weight, just did not have the season he was hoping for. And I've made the point already that he had to try and save Billy Napier's job last year. Now he's going to have to try and save another dude's job in Dave Aranda this year, and who knows whether he'll do it.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say DJ Lagway this year throws for 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 4 picks.
Gator fans will be puking. They will be puking.
I already knew the answer,
okay?
But I just want to throw that out there.
You know exactly how they will feel. What the H did he do to this dude if he has that turnaround season that you're talking about? So James Madison's new head coach, and it's interesting that he's doing these stories. He did this with On 3. You can find it. It's real easy. Matt went up and talked to him with his USA Today work and came out a little more impressed with Billy's.
He got soft with Billy. He came back. He came back charming soft with Billy.
Kissy with Billy.
Smooching him, massaging his back and all that kind of stuff. It was sickening to hear.
Exactly. And the end result of this is that he was in over his head, as you said earlier. Yeah. And he basically relented and admitted that he should have hired an offensive coordinator. And here's a quote from him. "I think we really struggled to manage the workload that came with NIL, that came with the portal. I think in general the work continued to be loaded up in terms of my responsibility to our team and to our entire organization. So for me, in general, if I can sum it up, I would say the ability to delegate and hire exceptional people in certain areas and hand over more responsibilities to those and empower them to do their job at a high level. I think that you have to continue to adapt and evolve." And he didn't want to admit, I'm jumping in on this quote, he didn't want to admit that he was wrong. It took him forever to finally admit it. He said, "We didn't do that as well as I would like us to do it, and ultimately that was my responsibility."
Yeah, but here's what
that took him forever.
I didn't think I'd ever hear that.
Wow, I didn't think so. But here's the thing, Joe. He had so many other coaches on his staff that he didn't think to get him positioned to replace him.
It took him forever to admit that he needed to hire a special teams coordinator when they couldn't get the right number of guys on the field or more than one guy were in the same number. It was incredible what he didn't do with that many people. He had 30 coaches on his staff. He had an endless budget to go out there and hire and then ultimately to recruit and sign with the NIL and didn't do a dang thing with it.
Now here's the question you got to ask yourself. James Madison, what does he do with James Madison?
The expectations are much lower.
True.
Even though that team has made it to the college football playoff and Florida has yet to do that. But it's crazy that he parachuted into a decent job after the poor job that he did in Gainesville. Honestly, when you boil it down, that they were happy to hire that cat. I think that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
It was.
But according to this article, he's learned his lesson. So you would think at James Madison, he will hire a coordinator.
Well, I can definitely tell you he's done that. Okay. So he has the former East Tennessee State offensive coordinator, Cam Aiken, is going to be the Dukies offensive coordinator.
But will he be calling plays like that? You know,
at first
we
I
know
thought,
that there's guys that are OCs that aren't really OCs.
That's a good point. I guess
not all OCs are created equally.
Yeah.
I mean, see the one we have here in Jacksonville, Udinsky. People love the guy, but he doesn't call plays.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And you can go to the OC under Andy Reid, who never calls the plays. And so it's a good point. When I first saw Cam Aiken, I'm thinking, is he Clay Aiken from American Idol? Is that who he hired? And that wouldn't have shocked me as Billy Vanilli, but he's going with a dude, and we'll find out whether he's going to call plays up there for the Dukies. So here's another quote from this On 3 story from Billy Napier. "I think that I probably was a little stubborn."
Wow.
Now,
Too little, too late.
You know how long it takes for people who are stubborn to admit they're stubborn. TLD tells me that all the time. And so he says, I think that took away from the level of detail that I had provided in a lot of those areas in the past. And then once my back was against the wall, I wasn't confident or comfortable enough to hand that over to somebody else. That's wild.
Yeah. We've all had to deal with ego. And it's hard to admit when you're wrong, bro.
That's high.
So that's called growth. Good for you, Billy.
Well, it's just so funny because, yes, you can admit when you're wrong when everybody else knows that you were dead wrong and you're out of your gig, you've been fired, you've been canned, you've been dispatched. And so now you can look back and go, that's the thing that cost me. Well, I'll just give you, and this is something we've talked about before, but you can go to one of JJ's favorite head coaches, Eli Drinkwitz, and you can go to Brent Venables. Both of those guys basically had their jobs on the line. Now, Venables is a defensive guy, so it's not like he was stubborn enough and saying, hey, I've got the plan. But he went out and found coordinators that could make sure he kept his job. He went out and hired Ben Arbuckle, brought the quarterback and John Mateer with him, and that ultimately saved his job.
I mean, look at what Mario did.
That's another one.
After the terrible defense, I'm trying to remember the name. It was Josh something. Oh man, he was from
but
Michigan.
Heatherman's come in and
Maybe.
done,
Yeah, exactly. But he knew right away. I made a terrible hire. Let's get rid of this guy after a season, and boom, now we have Heatherman.
Yeah, and not only that, he had to get rid of some of the guys that came with him from Oregon.
Yeah.
Remember
I'm sure.
Yeah, the defensive tackle. I mean, the defensive line coach and that kind of stuff. So he had to replace those guys
Jason
as well.
Taylor's there now.
Yeah.
And Drinkwitz said, I got to get a coordinator who can call this offense or I'm going to be out of a gig. Ryan Day, it didn't necessarily last, but he went and got Chip Kelly to help him call the offense because he knew he had a killer construct of a football team. He had all these blue chip athletes. He had put it all together, stars everywhere, but they weren't scoring enough points or doing the right thing at the right time in the biggest of ball games. In the end, Chip Kelly moves on. Ryan Day goes back to play calling, and he may succeed once again. But you got to know when you're not doing the job well enough for the fan base, for the team's record overall, that you need to admit that you're going to step aside and find someone who can do it.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Absolutely, totally agree with you. But at some particular point when you know that your days are numbered, you kind of want to just finish the gig.
Yeah, but you
because they weren't going to rehire him. They weren't going to rehire him no matter what.
All right, riddle me this though.
Yeah,
because I do use Drinkwitz as a decent example of a guy that said, I'm giving up play calling duties and I'm going to hand it off to. I'm going to hire an offensive coordinator, and he basically propelled his football team into a 10-win season because they had more offense, they scored more points. I don't know whether Billy would have saved his job against that difficult schedule, how many teams he would have beaten, but if he'd have handed it off and you had a game plan where it was going down the field a little bit more, they had a decent offensive line, they had a very good running back, they had stars that were ready to be stars in the passing game, and you just had everything going horizontally instead of vertically.
Okay, give me a number you think that he would have had to get to last year in order to save his job. 8?
Yeah. And still, that's miserable.
But would you have wanted him back?
Yeah,
would you wanted him back with 8 and 4?
No, probably not. But I'm saying he could have potentially saved his job if he had a play caller hired, and he made DJ Lagway look better, made DJ Lagway happier, made VB3, Trey Wilson, who moved on, all these guys happier because they were scoring points.
Yeah.
By the way, the Hurricanes assistant, it was Josh Gaddis who I was thinking of. He was the OC before Shannon. And then Lance Guidry, of course, was the DC before.
Okay.
So
it's funny because...
And Guidry's was there for a few years.
Yeah.
Gaddis was like 1 year he hired him. He was so bad. He got rid of him immediately. Got Shannon Dawson in there, and we all know what's happened since.
So where was Rhett in this, Lashley?
Rhett was before that.
Okay, so that would have been...
Before Gaddis.
Yes, okay. Just for a year, and then he moved on.
Maybe 2.
Maybe
I'm
2?
not sure.
Okay, because he obviously got the gig at SMU, and things have worked out very well for him, but he was the guy that was on the rise. So it wasn't like Miami was dispatching
We didn't fire him. He left.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he was at Miami 20 and 21.
Okay. All right. So there you go. And so when you look at it, honestly, a good hire, can save your own job. And you give that guy a job, he saves your job. Everyone's happier. Things are moving and looking the way they should. Mike Norvell has dealt with us up in Tallahassee. Now he's going back to where he's going to be called plays. And by the way, that's another example that JJ brought up. You can have an OC, but it doesn't mean that dude's going to be calling plays. Well, Norvell was back and forth with that. He goes and gets Gus Malzahn, and then that didn't work. And now he's going back to where he's going to head the ship offensively. And we'll see how it goes.
He's like, if we're going down,
right,
I'm going to be the captain.
Yeah. So you guys chime in, 641-1010, hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, on the Billy front, and really any of these guys that are fighting for their job tooth and nail. You need to do everything you possibly can to put the best products on the football field for your fan base to be happy and for your AD and president to want to keep you around. It really is as simple as that. It is XL Primetime. Jump in, 641-1010, hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast orthopedic specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast orthopedic specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast orthopedic specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
Frank Frangie here with Coach Delaney from Coil Fencing. For years, your offenses have been putting up a lot of yards and points at Fletcher. I hear Coil also gains a lot of yards in the fence world.
Yes, Frank. Coil Fencing has been serving the Jacksonville community and general contractors for 99 years. We fence tens of thousands of commercial and residential yards, all while maintaining an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
99 years?
That's right. Some might call it a dynasty.
To schedule your appointment, visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, what's the matter? I came right over.
It's my water, Jason. Smell this.
Yeesh.
That came out of my tap, Jason. I'm worried there's a lot more in there than just H and 2 and O.
Well, yeah. In Jacksonville, we have some of the hardest water in Florida. There's calcium carbonate in there and magnesium sulfate and...
I'm sorry, calcium... what now?
It's the same stuff that makes those cool stalactites in caves.
Well, it's making my shower all powdery and my tap's all crusty and caves make me claustrophobic.
Put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Call Bueller Air & Plumbing. And our water treatment experts will do a free water quality test. We'll check for minerals, bacteria, anything that might make your water smelly or damage your plumbing or appliances.
And if it's bad, you can fix it?
Your glasses will come out cleaner, your shampoo will lather better.
I like a good lather, Jason.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Have you tried a Form energy drink yet? You need to, and it's available at Gate. 4 great tastes, screaming free to Blue Blitz, Orange Fury, and Grape Smash. Form energy, natural flavors, natural caffeine, and electrolytes for hydration are a perfect blend for energy and mental focus. Find it at Gate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
Definitely check it out. You can also log on golfsouthampton.com. They got membership info, and before the renovation is complete, you can take advantage of some opportunity for savings, and then you'll be out there enjoying all of it. Make sure you check out golfsouthampton.com. So we've been talking about Billy Napier. We'll get into the Josh Hines Allen discussion and where he's at in terms of rush-ins in the National Football League coming up here in just a second. One of our texters, one of our nooners, said, what coach isn't stubborn? And I totally get it. Most of them are. You have your beliefs when you take over a program that this is my blueprint to win. And you got to stick to it. But at the same time, and tell me whether I'm crazy or not, Big Sirs, like a Jimmy Johnson, a Tom Coughlin is actually a very good example.
Mm-hmm.
He was a hard ass, and then he had to relent.
Yeah, he had to relinquish some of his authority because he realized that he had a great amount of talent, but that he was wearing it down. We had no legs. And, we had to bring that to his attention. And Tom was like, okay, I'll cut back on some of the intensity of practice.
Right.
But you better win me some games.
Yeah.
So he'll give you a bone, but keep his hand on it. And I don't have a problem with that. But sometimes a coach you got the byproduct of your products has got to be good and consistent. You can't look at the byproduct of your product and it's failing and not do something about it. Because then now you're being selfish because now you're costing the team an opportunity to win.
Right.
So I mean, and then your quarterback, top-notch recruit, I mean, he's your sacrificial lamb. At some particular point, Billy had to look at the offense, its productivity, how many points, this is that, and realized that it wasn't getting it done, and then he had to make a change. So, I mean, him not making a change is not only egotistic, but it's also a little selfish.
And I feel like in the case of TC, he had his way. He was stubborn to a fault, but he also maintained a lot of what TC was, the taskmaster. He may have relented in this particular case, but it didn't mean he changed a ton. He still was TC.
No, he didn't change his tone.
You knew where you stood with him.
Yeah, he didn't change his tone. He just let us know that, listen, okay, we're gonna cut back on some things. We're gonna level out the intensity of practice. Because I told you, remember we had full pad Fridays.
Oh yeah,
full pad Fridays. We went live goal line on Fridays and had games on Sundays.
Just unbelievable.
This was crazy to me, absolutely crazy to me. But when he realized the Jimmys and the Keenans and the Brews and the Natrons and me and Basella, that all the talent they had on it, he said to himself, I gotta cut back, get these guys some win and some legs so they can start winning some ball games, and we did. And that's the reason why in '96 it was such a special run.
So TC can appreciate the idea that I need to look around. And he did the same thing up in New York as well, because Michael Strahan, and I think he might have even
called me.
Yeah.
Straight called me. I was fresh out the league, but I had his number. He called me during training camp and was asking me, what the hell is going on, bro? I said, I told you. I said, bro, hang in there. Hang in there. You're going to win some games. Trust me. He's a taskmaster. I'm telling you right now. I told him.
Yeah, and so he figured out the best way to get the best out of each individual, and it meant that he needed to change a little bit. Now, going back to the whole offensive play calling, and aren't most coaches stubborn, if you see the results, if you're not scoring as much as you think you should score, or you're giving up way too many points and you're losing more ball games because you can't score or you can't stop anybody, you got to quit being stubborn. You got to figure out a way to win those battles, give up less and get more.
Well, here's the sad thing about it, Joe, because I was a part of a staff at FIU, although small, not as big as Florida. You got that information every week on how productive your offense was.
Yeah.
As far as completion rate, yardage, running, this, that, negative yards, So you get that every week. So Billy had to see it.
It's true.
He had to see it before his eyes every single week and still didn't do anything about it.
Right.
So
That's where you get in trouble with your stubbornness. You can believe all day long what you believe in, hard
but
and
the numbers
fast.
don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
No, exactly. All right, now I'm going to use TC to get us to the Jags and get us to Josh Hines Allen, because Jeremy Fowler is one of the guys who does this exercise during the build-up to training camp starting, and there's a lot of rankings that come out right now, and you're looking at the best cornerbacks, best wide receivers, best position rooms, best quarterbacks, all the stuff that we've gotten into, and now you got rush end, and they come out, and basically when they put it together, this is Jeremy Fowler from ESPN, and they go out and they start talking to as many people as they can, and he put together the top 10 edge rushers as voted by league scouts, executives, and coaches. And let's just go in reverse order, Big Sirs, because when you go from the top 10, you're thinking of the biggest names in the game right now, and you want Josh Hines Allen to be one of those guys. So at number 10 is Nick Bonito, a guy from the Denver Broncos, off the edge. I want to say he might have been a third-round draft pick. Bonito has been really an impact player in a big way off the edge. And unranked last year, now in the top 10. You got Nick Bonito. Then you got Brian Burns from New York, and he's a guy who was in Carolina to start, now got the big contract to go up to New York, and coming off the edge for the New York Football Giants, with a couple of other really good ones up there as well. Nick Bosa, number 8. Number 7 is TJ Watt. Number 6, Danielle Hunter. Aiden Hutchinson's top 5. And that's the guy that we talk about all the time when you're doing the comparison with him and Trayvon Walker. Max Crosby is number 4. Will Anderson, now the second Texans defensive end named. He is number 3. Micah Parsons, 2. And at the top is Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Listen, I'm looking at Myles Garrett win ratio. He wins almost a quarter of the time his pass rushes, bro.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He's at 24.6% as far as his win ratio in pass rushes.
And is that getting to the quarterback?
Yeah, that's getting, not actually sacking the quarterback, but beating the offensive lineman around the edge to get to the quarterback.
Okay.
And he's got 84 pressures. Michael Parsons, I mean, those top 5s are legit, bro.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons, he's got 22% win ratio, 79 pressures. Aiden Hutchinson's 23% of the time he's winning, 100 pressures. I'm just looking at the top 5 that you had on there.
Right.
And I'm looking at Will Anderson. He's got a 26.2% win ratio, 93 pressures. His compadre is Daniel Hunter.
Yeah, Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter. He's got a 90% pass rush rate. He's got 20.6% win ratio. So, I mean, you're doing some work. If you're doing some work when you're almost beating your offensive lineman 1 out of 2 times.
Yeah.
Or 2 out of 3 times. Or something like what 1 out of 2 times. That's pretty special.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it basically in that 25% number, so 1 out of 4 is
1 out of 4.
And so that means look, they may not be running the football or throwing the football every single time where you got to beat your man.
Yeah.
But in past situations, that's crucial.
Yeah. You got 100%. You get 2 out of 4, 5 times maybe.
Well, that'd be high.
Yeah. 2 out of 4 times.
Yeah, because when I believe you had Danielle Hunter around 20%. So that's
20%,
1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, all right. So real quick, out of the top 10 that we just rattled off, and again, this is Jeremy Fowler putting it together from executive scouts, so on and so forth. Honorable mention, just outside of the top 10, you got Jared Verse, Trey Hendrickson, and then Josh Hines Allen. And one of the quotes that's from an NFC scout on Josh Hines Allen is not elite, but consistently very good with a quality power rush game. Is that a compliment or a question mark? Not elite.
Not elite.
But consistently very good with a quality power rush game.
Well, consistently very good. I mean, that means you're outside. You're not at the table, but you're in the room.
Okay.
Okay. You don't get to see the table as far as elite goes.
So is Josh Hines Allen capable this year? We know that this defense was on a huge uptick a season ago. Is he capable of stepping into the top 10? A lot like we talk about Trevor Lawrence. Is he capable of stepping into the top 10? So keep those numbers fresh, Big Sirs. We'll do that coming up on XL Primetime.
The station with balls.
See
and strikes. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio, and 92.5 FM.
Rick Ballou here with a congratulations for John's Auto. They've been in business in Jacksonville for 40 years. That's right, going all the way back to 1985. Right now, they'd like to thank each and every one of you who's ever gotten their vehicle serviced at John's Auto. So, car, truck, or diesel, all makes, all models, whether it's a routine maintenance or a complete engine overhaul, go to John's Auto on Arlington Road, johnautomotivejacks.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey man, what's Hard Rock Bet giving you players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
$750? ¿Cuánto? Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
An accident with a big truck can change everything in a matter of seconds. Medical bills start piling up, you're missing work, and the trucking company's lawyers, they get to work immediately. That's why you need a law firm that moves just as fast. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we fight for truck accident victims, digging into the details and holding negligent drivers and their trucking companies accountable. We don't get paid unless you do. Big trucks have big lawyers. You need a stronger fighter. Campione Law. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jacks app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jacks. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
It's almost time to kick off the 2026 season at the bank. Whether you want to be at the center of it all as a season ticket member, lock in 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or cheer on the Jags at your most anticipated matchup, there's a way for everyone to be a part of the action. Seating is limited, so don't wait. Secure your tickets now by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
I've spent 20 plus years around scoreboards, and here's what they don't tell you. Every number up there is somebody's story. So when I heard a number last week, I had to sit with it. Hacker here, Paige from Awaken 180 told me their clients just lost 1 million pounds. 1 million. That stopped me cold because I know exactly what my 120 was worth. Moving better, feeling better, down from over 300. Now multiply that feeling. My 120 is stacked in there with somebody's first 10. Somebody's knee that finally quit barking. Somebody stepping on a scale this morning and pumping their fist in an empty bathroom thanks to Awaken 180. That's not a stat. That's a whole stadium's worth of hometown wins. The scoreboard's still running. A doable program, a plan built specifically for you, coaching that adjusts as you go, and free support for life. 1 million pounds down and counting. The next win should be yours. Awaken 180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
We got a little more college football that we got to get into in the next hour. Some reaction to the Billy Napier admitting that he should have hired an offensive coordinator when he was at the University of Florida. We'll get to some of the reaction from that. But also, listen, folks, get ready. If you're going to talk Big 12, you need to refer to them properly. They are a monster, okay? A monster. It is now officially the Monster Energy Big 12.
No way.
Yeah.
Monster Energy.
Monster Energy Big 12.
Maybe we need some in the ACC like that.
So
maybe
spice things up.
Yeah.
The 1010XL Atlantic Coast Conference.
Well, if you
would love that.
Yeah, now it's going to cost you. And I'm sure Steve Griffin, RGM's got deep pockets. He can pull together that $20 million, that monster. But
what about
the club at Southampton?
Yeah.
Athletic Atlantic Coast
the
Conference.
Modelo All Coast, no?
Yeah, Modelo Especial.
Yeah.
Because it is any coast and all coast when it comes to the
There you go.
Modelo Especial. I'll get with Matty, my Modelo
Especial,
man, and see what he says.
Like it.
But $20 million is what they paid, and it's going to be spread among the 16-member schools. That's not a lot of scratch to give up your entire your identity.
Yeah, about a meal piece, right?
Yeah, it ain't a lot.
Sold the soul.
But they did for $20 million, and this is for men's and women's basketball along with football. Monster Energy Big 12. So,
wow, Mars.
We'll get back to that in the 1 o'clock hour. All right, so we're talking a little bit about what Josh Hines Allen can do. We mentioned the fact that Trevor Lawrence, is he knocking on the door to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL? Is Josh Hines Allen capable of climbing into the top 10? He's 100% capable. You want to see the numbers grow when you have a pair of basically 8 sack seasons. He was around the quarterback a lot, Big Sirs.
Yeah.
But when you have the Nick Bonitos and some of these other guys step up and step into that spotlight, you'd like to see JHA do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking PFF right now of their composite. Okay, they got pass rush grade, pass rush win rate, pressures, and batted passes. They have Josh Hines Allen at 18th. 18th, right? He's got a pass rush grade at 83.9, a win ratio at 19.2, 95 pressures, and 3 batted passes. So they have him at 18th right now as a composite.
Look, there are a lot of good pass rushers in the league. The ones we've named, not too many people are going to argue whether they belong in the top 10 or not. But in JHA's case, 41 is around the quarterback a lot. He does create havoc. He does make quarterbacks uncomfortable. But we have said this countless times. You need to get the quarterback on the ground. That is your number one job.
Yep.
You can be great in a lot of areas, support the run stopping on the defensive side of the ball. This defensive front was pretty dang good at it. Top in the NFL charts in terms of stops against the run. But when you need it most, and this is the down and distance, 3rd and 7, whatever it might be, and the quarterback has the time that he has had against this defense, it drives you a little nuts. And that's when you want to see either Trayvon Walker, a healthy one, or Josh Hines Allen wreak havoc in the backfield and knock a quarterback on his rear end.
Yeah, I like to see it at the crucial times when we need them the most. Like the Bills game in the playoffs. You know, I don't want to pile on because the game is over with. But the reason why we lost that game is because we have any pass rush. And listen, I know that Josh Allen is dynamic. I know he can beat you with his legs and his arms. But at some particular time, especially in the fourth quarter, where we're going back and forth, we just needed one stop.
Right.
One stop, we win that game. Pass rush, deflection, something. Tackle for loss, anything that would have given us the opportunity to get the ball back, maybe scoring in the ball game.
You know how big those plays are.
Yeah.
They're game changers. And that one stop that you're talking about creates a little more momentum. It creates a shorter field. It gives you more time on the clock. All the things that you know well can happen if you get it rolling in the right direction.
Well, here's the thing that I do know. I know that there's conversations that are being said on the sideline between teammates because I've been around T. Brack, and I would tell T. Brack, you know, I say, bro, we need something. Or T. Brack would tell me, hey, bro, we need enough with these 3 and outs, bro. We need a drive, that kind of stuff. So those conversations that holding each other accountable to make a big play at crucial moments, it has to be said. I mean, it has to be brought to the attention because it's all about winning ball games. And I know that those conversations are being, but you don't want those conversations to be muted at some degree. You need to take heed to what's going on the sideline.
You can't ignore it. You got to acknowledge it. You can't. I think in Josh Hines Allen's case, I think he's heard a little bit of this noise, and I believe that can serve as motivation. He is a damn good off-the-edge ball player. You just want to see a few more quarterbacks land on their rear end. And that to me is the key. You just imagine, Big Sirs, if you have 4 more sacks a year, he goes from an 8-sack guy to a 12-sack guy. How much our opinion changes?
Oh, clearly it changes. Yes.
And then you get to a point, you're still playing 17 ball games, and you're only getting the quarterback on the ground a dozen times in 17 ball games. But if you're doing that, then you are affecting the passing game. You're pressuring the quarterback on a regular basis, which he was high in terms of PFF stats and in terms of pressures. But if you just have an average of a dozen sacks a year, you're going to make a good living and you're going to be widely respected.
Yeah, you are going to be widely respected. And when it's good on good, because if I'm not mistaken, the left tackle for the Buffalo Bills, I think his name Deion Dawkins, he's an all-pro. You're an all-pro. You should still beat him. You should still beat him.
You got to win your share.
You got to win your share. Absolutely.
It goes back to what you said before.
Yeah.
If 1 out of 4 times you're beating your man, and then you're going to you will get to the quarterback.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. You guys let us know, 641-1010. What kind of number would you like to see? And how close in your mind is Josh Hines Allen to the top 10 in pass rushers in the National Football League? Let us know, 641-1010. Hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family owned and operated since 1943. On Southside and JTB, for a limited time, Key Buick GMC has marked down select new GMC Sierra 1500 models. Below employee pricing, you pay less than what our employees pay. Plus, at Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us or shop online at keybuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drive time only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Jeff Prosser here. When you need new windows or doors, you want high-end quality without the middleman markup, and that's why I'm telling you about Cash Building Material. Same premium materials, same beautiful finishes, but at a price that actually makes sense for your home. No subcontractors, no runaround, just their own experienced crews who treat your house like it's theirs. If you want it done right, the first time, get a quote today. Thank me tomorrow. For windows and doors, search Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Some people speak football. Denny Thompson speaks quarterback.
That is what I do.
The Quarterback Whisperer. It's quarterback breakdowns every Friday on The Drill. Tuned up by George Moore Chevrolet.
And Encore Research Group.
On 1010XL.
My name is Chris, and I'm a client of DexaFit Jacksonville. A scale only tells you your weight, but a DEXA scan shows you what's really happening inside your body. In just 5 minutes, I learned my body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, and visceral fat levels. Tracking those numbers helped me see real progress and stay motivated. Kelly and the entire team at DexaFit Jacksonville are knowledgeable, professional, and a great resource. Search DexaFit Jacksonville and schedule your scan today.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You can actually win a side-by-side at Best Bet St. Augustine?
You know it. Only at Best Bet. The more you play, the more chances you have to win.
Poker, great food and drinks, and a chance to drive home in that side-by-side?
That's what all the buzz is about.
Play your favorite poker and table games at Best Bet St. Augustine for your chance to win an incredible side-by-side. Earn entries now through August 7th. Grand prize giveaway happens August 8th.
Now this just got serious.
Get in the action. Feel the excitement at Best Bet St. Augustine. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home this week and weekend at Vistar Ballpark. Tomorrow is Coors Light Thirsty Thursday, Friday night fireworks, and Christmas in July weekend with a Nutcracker giveaway on Saturday and a Santa hat giveaway on Sunday at 1:05 p.m. as they wrap up the weekend. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable, family, fun.
Hey gang, Prosser here again for my friends Chad and Sandy at Chad and Sandy Realty. To maximize price on your home, you need more than a sign in the yard. You need a proven expert with an aggressive marketing plan. That's why more homeowners are turning to Chad and Sandy Realty. Chad and Sandy's Market Max system is a proven plan. It's going to get your home sold fast for maximum price. You need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. But this is bottom line. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs, pick your move date, no long-term contracts. Just listen to Eric and Jason, brothers in Villa San Jose. After losing our parents, my brother and I were left with a family home to sell. After 196 days on the market with another agent, it just sat there. We heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, gave them a call, got full asking price less than 27 days. So call the local agents who guarantee to sell your homes. Call Chad and Sandy today at 414-6200 or chadandsandy.com.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers? Or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Petroleum Gate Petroleum Company. ESPN has ranked the Jaguars number 16 in their 2026 NFL roster rankings and second in the AFC, trailing the Texans, who were slotted in at the 9 position. They state that the biggest strength for the Jags is edge rusher, with their biggest weakness being at running back. Right now, 94 degrees at 1 o'clock, time in 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton, with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
Thanks to the Golf Club of Southampton, Derek DeStefano. That's all the Vows except you. They're excited about all the renovations taking place right now. Teeing areas, the greens complexes, everything that's cooking. You can definitely find out about it on their Facebook page. Now, we've been talking Jaguar football, some college football. We will get into it all. But look, you guys are 1010XLers out there, Nooners. You're diehard sports fans. You probably grew up as a huge sports fan. You can probably go back and remember as a kid some of your best sporting memories, right? Sports is kind of like woven through it's in your DNA.
Yeah.
And we got one of these youngsters that apparently has gone viral on social media at a broadcasting camp.
Dylan.
Yeah. Give me his name.
Dylan.
Okay, Dylan.
He's a legend. So he has been very viral yesterday and today.
Yeah.
For being able to literally name the result in game of any NFL team from 2009 to current day. So what happens, first of all, he's at a sports broadcast camp, which I didn't know that was a thing.
It is.
But yeah, so he stands facing the rest of the group of kids from camp.
Yeah.
And right behind him, they have up the big screen connected to the computer, and the kids will just call out, like, I saw this morning, they're like, 2014 Tampa Bay Bucks. And he's just going through the Bucks schedule from 2014, rattling off, like, Week 1, lost to the Panthers. Week 2, blah, blah, blah. Week 7, bye. And everyone's like cheering him on. Kenny Albert was there today.
And he probably is a savant of sorts when it comes to sports information.
I'm sure, and he was super impressed. He said, Matt Dillon, who has gone viral today, he can recite the entire schedule and results from any NFL team since 2009. I witnessed him in action. One of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So, yes, shout out to Dillon. I don't know if that information will get you anywhere in this business.
Yeah.
But, hey, your 15 minutes of fame, it's impressive.
Yeah. I hope it's not a C student. All right, you can recite.
Yeah, if he sucks at everything else.
Everything else. I hope he's a good student.
Now, Leon was telling me something that his speciality when it comes to trivia.
Yeah, well,
like
not necessarily trivia, because everybody, I don't know if everybody knows it. But Prince is my favorite musician. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I know the songs to at least 3 or 4 of his albums.
And lyrics.
And lyrics.
Okay, so that all the album, you know.
Well, 1999 for sure. Purple Rain.
Right.
All right. Around the World in a Day and Parade. So all
That's
the
like
songs.
50 songs.
Yeah, so all the songs that if they come on, I could just reel them off, just rock the top of the head.
I can say for sure that I'm impressed when we mention an artist in a song that is in Big Surge's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
He will start reciting lyrics. Boom.
Fact.
Like he doesn't have to think about it or anything like that.
That's true.
It just goes.
I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me last night. I was actually challenged last night by a young lady. All right, I was just sitting there, and the DJ was playing a Tupac song, smoking my cigar, chilling, watching the World Cup. And she said, "I know you're not about to sing this whole song." I said, "Watch me." And the song was called "I Get Around." And I sang the whole song to him. She said, "Oh, my goodness gracious." I said, "Listen, that was my theme song back in the day."
Yeah, that was your prime, bro.
That was my prime song.
90s, that was all
absolutely.
you, man.
Absolutely.
I used to be able to name all of the World Series winners and the team they beat from like 1990 until, I don't know, 2015, 16. And then I've recently not been able. I can remember more from the past than I can the most recent, World Series, actually.
I think it's that bigger part of your brain is all I'm going to say is that's the one that doesn't let you down nearly as often.
And when you're a kid, you just remember all kinds of stupid stuff like that.
And it's the classic line that you get, I can't remember what I had for breakfast, that type of stuff.
Right.
But all those, like, the one that would, like, I could do this with the players. I can't do this with the Masters or all the majors, but I could just rattle off from the early 90s, basically.
So now?
When I started covering the players. Okay. I could rattle them off. And
could you go right now from most recent back?
No.
Okay.
All right. So this is how your brain works.
To me, it's always easier to go from
I got to go
back
forward
to front. Exactly.
Yeah. Like I would go. I'm trying to think here. 92 might have been DL3, but 93 was Fred Couples. Okay. Pull them up. 93 was Fred Couples. And no, excuse me. All right, I've already blown it. I've already blown it. 93 was Nick Price. All right. So DL3 in 92, Nick Price in 93, Greg Norman in 94, 95 may have been Lee Jansen.
Correct.
96 was Fred Couples. 97 was Elk. 98 was Justin Leonard. 99 was David Duvall. 2000 was Hal.
Yeah.
Be the right club today. 2001 was Tiger. 2002 was Perksy. 2003 was Adam Scott.
No.
Oh, hang on. Give me one.
You said him earlier.
I got one strike. 2003 was DL3.
Yep.
And then 2004 was Adam Scott.
Correct.
2005 was Fred Funk. 2006 was Stephen Ames. 2007 was.
Think about a guy who gets really handsy with women at the golf course.
I'm 2007.
He's in the news.
He isn't Phil.
Yes,
Phil.
Yes.
When they moved it to Meg, you're right. God, thank you. I needed that clue. 2007 was Phil. 2008 was Sergio.
Yeah.
2009 was Henrik. Does that sound right?
Yep.
2010 was Clark.
Now that's a great pull.
Yeah.
Tim
2010
Clark.
was Clark. 2011 was Cooch.
No.
KJ.
Correct.
2011
Next
was
Cooch.
KJ.
Yeah.
2012 was Cooch. 2013 was Tiger again. 14 was Keimer. 15 was Ricky. 16 was Day. 17 was
Leon's favorite golfer.
Oh, yeah.
Youngest players champion of all time.
Yeah, Siwoo. Thank you. Because I get him and Webb mixed up. So 17 was Siwoo. 18 was Webb. 19 was Rory.
Yep.
20.
They didn't have one.
Okay, 20 was
Hideki.
Hideki. Yeah, he was the first day 63. 21, Justin Thomas.
Yep.
22, Cam. 23, Scotty.
Yeah.
24, Scotty.
Yeah.
25, Rory. 26, Cam.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was so
I almost
awesome,
folded
bro.
right there, bro.
That was awesome.
I almost folded right there.
The hardest one for you was the most recent one.
I needed a couple of little just kind of nudges to keep you going.
That was impressive,
But I remember Tim Clark, unfortunately. He just, like him, Stephen Ames, and our good friend Craig Perks. They're the most anonymous
They're
players.
just hanging. Yeah. My least favorite one, I mean, he was a good player, but the Webb Simpson year, didn't he have a huge lead after the first couple of days? I'm talking like 10 strokes.
Yeah, you need to.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But that was 2018.
And that might have been the one where either Kevin Kisner or Jimmy Furyk. One of those guys came charging.
Yeah, he was 15 under after the second round, 5 strokes up over everybody. Going into the last round, he was 7 strokes up over everybody. Yeah. That's what I remember.
All right, so our dude, was there anything else that Dylan could do? But that was his main.
I mean, I'm sure he can, but that's what's going viral right now.
All right, so you guys let us know that one list that you can rattle off. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Big Surse is a lyrics man. And speaking of that, by the way, he's not only can he recite.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Not only can he recite old lyrics from Prince, but you have your own.
I had the flyers out now. Now it's official, bro. We're getting close. We're getting
You and
close
Mr.
to
Midnight.
Mr. Midnight listening party is next Saturday. All right, at the Live Bar, 8 p.m. All right,
July 18th.
Yeah, July 18th. Right. So now it's getting real, bro. He actually came by the watering hole the other day and asked me, "Hey, listen, do we need to rehearse?" Before that, I said, "Hey, yeah, sure, absolutely." Day before, and
Yeah,
the day
you want to
of.
be prepared.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be. Listen, I'm gonna be. First of all, I'm gonna be stylish. All right, be suited and booted.
Well, that's no question.
Yeah. And I probably have some brown in my hand when I sing.
Do you?
Huh?
And these are. He is using the spoken word.
I'm the spoken word in the song. The song.
Tell
is
everybody the name of the song.
narrating.
Yeah, I'm narrating. So
Cats
the
Out
song
of
is
the Bag.
called "Cats Out of the Bag." The song is about a man who catches his best friend in bed with his wife, and I'm the guy who catches him. So I'm expressing, being narrative. I'm expressing my frustration about it as I watch this man in the bed with my wife. So I put a lot of emotions into it. All right. So when you hear me speak, it's going to be a lot of sadness and frustration and hate in my voice. So I have to express that on the stage when I get there. So I have to be in the mode. I have to put something in the mode.
Yeah.
This actually is the instrumental version, by the way.
That is the
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it is the instrumental version of it.
So
So I
once-
had to go back in the studio because we had to re-record because we forgot some instruments in the song. So so we actually went back and did the remix.
All right, so July 18th is coming up. So
That's the day after my daughter's born, so I'll bring her. That'll be her first night out.
That'll be her first concert.
hey, the premiere of the premiere, okay? Because you
There
just
you
had
go,
the
that
premiere.
part, exactly.
So we'll have the full live version to play.
Yeah, after listening.
Yeah,
part.
will it be recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
nice.
awesome.
Absolutely.
I love it. By the way, that is an update, JJ, just as far as when it's
Yes. For our listeners, we have our doctor's appointment. They will be inducing labor next Friday. So unless something happens before then, that's when Sophia will be making her first appearance.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're about a week and a couple days out.
When are we doing the over-under on the weight prediction?
Oh, I guess we should do that right now. I should get you guys' predictions.
I feel like I threw one out, didn't we? We didn't do this already?
Unless they're texted to me, they're not official.
Yeah.
All right.
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
give you guys a
I'm gonna
day
go
or
7
so.
pounds 1 ounce.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with
7 pounds 1 ounce?
21 inches long.
All right.
That's pretty
Leon?
good. I'm gonna go 6.5 pounds.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go 2 ounces. And I'm gonna go 20 inches long.
Okay, 20 inches long. Okay. All
I
right,
don't know if that's short or long or what. I don't really know.
I don't either.
I don't know. We're throwing numbers out.
I'm just going off of my
I
babies.
say she's going to be 6'5".
Yeah. Off my babies. You guys can get in on the betting if you want. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Spirited sports talk.
He never wavered in his belief.
Spirited sports conversation.
If you're going to act like a loser, raise your hand.
1010XL. Adding a little spirit to the conversation.
Be aggressive. Come on, guys. Go team.
Frank Frangie here. Employee pricing for everyone is back at Nimnick Buick GMC this month only. Take advantage of employee pricing on 2026 GMC Sierra light-duty trucks. With the largest selection of trucks in the area, why shop anywhere else? Shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway. Largest selection, better prices, best interest rate, all at nimnickbuickgmc.com. Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
Insurance companies have teams of lawyers working to protect their bottom line. I'm Chris Campione of Campione Law, and you deserve someone just as focused on protecting your bottom line. We go head-to-head with insurance companies every day, and they know our name. Giving you peace of mind and delivering results is our job. With no fees unless we win, there's no risk to get the help you need. Visit CampionLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA? Who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, or whatever winter left behind in your vents. Your air ducts, they're the lungs of your home. And if they're dirty, you're breathing it in every day. That's where Zero Res comes in. Hicken here, backed by over thousands of Google reviews and a 4.9 out of 5.0 rating. This month only takes $75 off your air duct cleaning. Cleaner air, better efficiency, a fresher home. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Celebrate America's birthday with Kuhn Flowers in July. JJ LaSelva here. Purchase a dozen roses in any color for just $49.95. Just $49.95 for a dozen roses. Log on to KuhnFlowers.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World.
Simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
You can definitely check it all out. You can head on out, work on your game. They still have the practice area wide open for you to enjoy. So do it. We're hanging out. It's XL Primetime thanks to the Golf Club at Southampton. Joe C., Big Sirs, JJ LaSelva, soon to be a papa, a recording artist, Leon Searcy. We got all sorts of stuff happening here. I've been accused of being Rain Man. That's really the only thing that I can rattle off that kind of gives me a little bit of Rain Man street
They
cred.
asked if you buy underwear at Kmart.
Which is I love it. Listen, I used to be a savant when it was certain things that I used to love presidential trivia. I was into it big time. You could remember a lot of jersey numbers off the text line. Frangie is
oh, he's the king.
Yeah, he is the king with jersey numbers, no doubt about it. Another guy, he said he could recite all the presidents.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah. So
because when you get to the 1800s, you start there's guys you never even heard of before, man. Like lots of them. So I used to be able to do from like World War I on
right
to present day, but anything before that is tough. So shout out to you. Like most people could do like the first few and then the last like 5, but a lot in between there is rough.
It ain't easy.
Yeah.
And I will throw out the same answer to a lot of trivia questions. I'm going to go with Woodrow Wilson or Calvin Coolidge.
Because there's guys in like the 1800s who, there's that one guy, I have to look him up, who was infamous for being president for like a month. Like when he was, it was
Tyler.
cold and maybe it was, I don't think it was Martin Tyler, but it was like cold and wet outside.
Johnny Tyler, Martin Van Buren.
I'll look it up in one second. But it was wet and cold outside when he was doing his inauguration speech.
Right.
And they're like, don't do it, bro. It's too cold today. He went out there, gave a long-ass speech, got hypothermia or something, died.
Garfield. I'm trying to think of who it is.
Garfield got shot.
He did. He
but
got
that
shot.
was not him.
Okay, so off the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, we got plenty of predictions for young Sophia. 6 pounds, 8 ounces, 19 inches. Another one, let's see here, 6 pounds, 10 ounces, 20 3/4 inches long.
Okay.
7.5 pounds, 21 inches. So we're kind of all around there.
But you guys are right around.
Yeah.
By the way, it was William Henry Harrison holds the record for the shortest presidential term in U.S. history, serving just 31 days.
That's
1841. Yeah, he was the 9th one. He caught pneumonia, like I said, after delivering a notoriously long 2-hour inauguration address in freezing weather, becoming the first president to die in office, and certainly not the last.
That is classic. All right, so if you have a special thing that
Would you call it a talent? I don't even. Is it a talent? If you could just name presidents, I guess it is.
This could go off
or
of the weird
NFL results for the last 25 years.
Yeah, this could go off the Weird Wednesday theme that we've employed from time to time.
Yeah.
Something weird that you try and bring up at a party. Hey, JJ, do that thing you do.
Hey, do you guys want to hear the World Series winners for the last 35 years? Yeah, I'm sure poor Dylan, this isn't exactly going to help with the ladies, unfortunately.
Every once in a while, he might catch one that's impressed by this.
I doubt it. Probably not one that you want to be impressed with.
Yeah. So High Tide is asking, goes, okay, I need some info. What was the official due date versus the due date of inducing? Okay.
And so now it looks like it's going to be the 17th.
Because if I'm sensing what High Tide is smoking, he's trying to figure out whether he wants to add weight or take away weight, just in terms of the overall weight when she does pop out.
Someone says, my wife got induced as well. We tell my daughter that she got evicted.
I had to toss you out, hon. Nothing we could do about it. All right, so you can come on with some predictions if you want.
This is a great one.
Yeah.
I once dated a girl that every time we played trivia, her go-to answer was, it has to be Nolan Ryan. That reminds me of Matt with Kurt Warner.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson. They'll just kind of alternate those two. That's for sure. I want to do a perfecto now that we've got this. And I'm going to see. You know what? I'm just going to bring up this one. It's kind of out of the blue, but I do have it here. So let's just do it. A little perfecto with the awesome ukulele playing in the background as we go from the Atlantic to the Pacific with the delicious Mexican lager. Found in Baja, imported by surfers for those who live life anchors up. Now, I don't know that you will get this, and I'm just trusting X when it comes to this, but we will rattle these off. We will rattle. I'll even rattle these off just to kind of get you in the mood for who's at the top. This is most career receiving yards in the NFL without making a Pro Bowl.
Wow.
Without making a Pro Bowl, the most career. So I'm just going to kind of rattle them off. Number 10 is Curtis Conway, 8,200 plus. Robert Woods, 8,200 plus.
This is going to be so hard.
It's so hard.
Man.
But it's
they have to be good, but not that
great.
Good.
It's a known name, just as a clue. All right, number 8, Eddie Kennison, 8,300 plus. Plaxico, number 7.
Plaxico Burress never made a Pro Bowl.
Never made a Pro Bowl, according to NFL research. Plaxico, nearly 8,500 yards. Johnny Morton, Detroit Lion great, 8,700. Number 5, Ricky Prohl, a Ram, never made it.
I knew there was going to be some white guys on here, some slot guys.
Yeah, nearly 8,900 for Ricky Prohl. Amani Toomer.
No Pro Bowls.
No Pro Bowl for the former Giant. 94-97, his total receiving yards. This one blows my mind. Number 3, Marcus Colston. He was undrafted, but he was great for a good little bit in New Orleans. 9,759 yards, and according to them, never made the Pro Bowl. Brandon Cooks is number 2.
That's shocking to me.
Never made the Pro Bowl. 9,800 yards. So the dude that I've got at the top of the list, again, trusting X's research, 10,950 yards. I can think of 2 teams he played for.
Give us a hint.
It was, I'm going to suggest it's in Big Surce's era.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Which is, it was much harder to make the Pro Bowl back then, as we know, than it is nowadays with all the guys that sit out, and I feel like it's impossible not to make the Pro Bowl now.
Let me see if I can pull him up real quick just to make sure that, just to make sure he's in that range that Big Surce I'm talking about. And by the way, I'm looking. He was with multiple teams. I'm just.
You got any guesses, Leon?
I can't think. No, I can't. I can't think of any. Give me one of the teams he played for.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Jeez, the '90s Seahawks sucked.
Yeah, they did.
And
I got nothing.
He might have been, and this I'm just kind of going off memory. He might have been a supplemental draft pick.
Wow.
He only had a few of those.
I got nothing.
Anyway, this is in the middle of your era.
In the middle, really?
Okay. Seattle, mid-90s.
Mid-90s, Seattle.
When you were making it to the Super Bowl, this dude was starting his career.
Really?
He went from Seattle to Dallas. And then by way of Tampa and whatever, a cup of coffee with New England and Washington, you now see him on the television quite a bit, but you see him on Saturdays instead of Sundays.
I've got nothing.
You're so close. Shorter wide receiver.
Is it Joey Galloway?
Joey Galloway.
Oh, yeah, the Bucks gave it away.
Yep.
For me.
Wow, Joey Galloway, huh?
From Seattle to Dallas.
Good player.
Dallas did a big deal for him, and then at the end of his career, he was with Tampa from 04 to 08. But 10,950 yards for Joey Galloway. Never made it to the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
That's a pretty good one right there.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. And you hear all those other cats. And look, these guys that we're talking about, they've all made their share of big plays when you think of what Plaxico was, what Amani Toomer was, and the other guys that we mentioned. And you want your guys, if you have it right, you've got 2 guys at a minimum that are making their share of plays instead of one dude. Does that make sense? In other words, you're hoping Brian Thomas Jr. and Parker Washington get a huge chunk of yards this year. Throw in Jacoby, throw in Travis Hunter, and it's all divvied up along with the tight ends, and not one cat is running away with it with big numbers.
Yeah, you want each guy to complement each other. All right. I mean, the success that we had here when I was playing, Jimmy and Keaton complement each other. All right. You had the go-to guy. The one guy. Now, I couldn't call Keenan the 2 because he considered himself a 1 as well.
Yeah, he did.
But, he did. Keenan considered himself number 1. But Jimmy took the top off the defense.
Yeah.
Especially if you pressed him. He was strong enough to, first of all, he was strong enough to run, to beat you. And then he was fast enough to run past you. So you can roll the coverage all you want. Now we got Keenan coming across the middle, or we got the tight end. We had a lot of complementary pieces when we played, and that's why we were so successful in the air. And the Jaguars had the same opportunity this year with all the receiving core that they have.
Yeah, they do. I just reposted from ML Football the Parker Washington return, and it says basically this camera angle was amazing to watch. We need this angle more. And you just watch Parker operate. And obviously we all know he was shot out of the cannon second half of this season. And his return game, this was the one against Kansas City. It was stellar. And you hope that you have him have a big season. Brenton Strange already got his deal. Now we're going to find out when Parker's going to get his deal. Don't know if it'll be done before the season starts. You kind of get that feeling, don't you, a little bit? But he's poised to have him a big year.
Yeah. There's a part of me that wants him to have a chip on his shoulder.
So you'd rather him not have that contract?
Well, I'd rather him have the chip and than pay him in the middle of the season just to see how he responds to it.
Okay.
Now, I
All
think he's deserving.
Mhm.
Absolutely think he's deserving of the contract. But I just want to see what we can get out of him if you make him wait a little.
Like we said, the numbers, he's not going to overwhelm the stat
No,
sheet.
no,
At least
no,
I
no.
don't think he is. But if you can get him in that, I don't know, 8 touchdown range, that 50-plus catch range, that get him around 1,000 yards, something like that.
Okay, so let me ask you, would you take 56, 1,010, and 8?
If I heard 8 is what I'm looking for. He's in the end zone. He's making plays. And give me 1 punt return for a touchdown.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Can I have one of those?
All right.
Because I don't know exactly how it's all going to fall with him. They're trying to hand off that punt return responsibility to one of these draft picks. And it might end up being one of those guys that they drafted late, or even Pena, who they signed as an undrafted guy. One of those guys is going to be given an opportunity, I think.
Well, listen, here's another thing I don't have a problem with. If it's late in the fourth quarter and we need a big play, I don't mind Parker going back there and saying,
Dropping it back there?
Exactly.
Okay, I love it. Especially when you look at this one, Big. The way he was seeing the field and making people miss.
Yeah.
He has
great vision.
Oh gosh, yes. It was awesome to watch. You guys check that one out. I'm sure a lot of Jaguar fans have already seen it. It's been out a couple days. Fun to watch him operate. But yeah, those numbers, it may not add up to a gaudy Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase type of stat line, but you want this dude to be at the top of his game, and then Trevor just spreading the ball among 2, 3, 4, 5 different weapons out there. All right, react to that. 641-1010. It's XL Primetime.
Catch the summer vibe.
Beautiful city. I'm talking about the beach.
Summertime is the right time for 1010XL.
Fascinating people. The beach.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family owned and operated since 1943. On Southside and JTB, for a limited time, Key Buick GMC has marked down select new GMC Sierra 1500 models. Below employee pricing, you pay less than what our employees pay. Plus, at Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us or shop online at keybuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drive time only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
I've owned a home long enough to know one thing. The little problems you ignore almost always become the expensive ones. That small plumbing leak, the septic tank you've been meaning to pump, the air conditioner that's making a funny noise. July is the perfect time to take care of it. So right now, save $250 on a whole home re-pipe or re-drain, $50 on any septic service, and $500 on a new AC system from Duck Duck Rooter. Honest service, upfront pricing, no surprises. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
It's time to get your kid in the game with I-9 Sports. From North Jacksonville to Fleming Island, Neptune Beach to Orange Park, I-9 Sports makes it convenient for you just 1 day per week. Fall and winter registration open right now at I-9 Sports. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey for DraftKings, which is now live in all 50 states. Of course, that means you, Florida, win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or maybe the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is I can't say I'm a Prince fan without spitting out some lyrics. Come on, JJ. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray. When I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day. Sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere. Trying to run from the destruction, you know I didn't even care. 'Cause they say 2000 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
I love it.
Thank you, sir.
So I think what we'll do, JJ, maybe tomorrow, especially if Matt's feeling better, he'll jump right in.
We could have gone the last 5 minutes of the song if we wanted to.
I would have told the rest of it.
But you're producer extraordinaire. I think we just take like 3 or 4 off of that album, and we'll just kind of
throughout the day.
Yeah, and just 20 seconds.
That random moments in the songs.
Yeah,
too.
just 20 seconds.
Really test you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like
Rapid fire.
Dylan, you know, they're testing my boy Dylan. They're just throwing the names out there. He doesn't have any time to prepare.
He'll crush Big Source will.
I'm ready.
I'm crushing every one of them.
I love it. All right, Danny wants you to name Sophia after him. Okay, just so I can tell you quickly on the text line: 7 pounds, 4.5 ounces, 20 3/4 inches long. And if I'm right, name her after me. Danny.
Deal.
High tide.
Danielle. Danielle is a beautiful name.
There you go.
It's my sister's
You can
name.
mix it right in. I love the dudes that say we're going to name her after me, and she's a she. We're going to figure it out. Danielle's one of the great ones.
George Foreman, of course, was infamous for that.
Yeah. Hey, George.
Georgina.
All 7 of them look, okay? 8 pounds, 1 ounce, 20.5 inches from the tide. Okay?
Now, what I heard yesterday was that when the baby is born, it has a certain weight, but actually the first little bit of its life, it loses weight.
So what happens
Which
is
very
they come
strange
out,
for me.
Right. They've been in this little womb, and everything's been coming their way, and they didn't have to move a muscle. And then you get out, and all of a sudden you
start moving.
You start moving, and you'll burn through.
And you start pooping.
Yeah, exactly. You'll burn through some stuff, and you got them on the ground. You're trying to move them around, and mama is going to panic because baby's losing weight or whatever. You can't worry about that stuff. You want them to work.
She's the one who told me.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I'm going into this just so raw, man. I've never changed a diaper in my entire life, so we'll see. I can't wait to be we need to have an update, like a weekly update of JJ, what he's going through as dad.
Well, yeah,
throughout the summer.
Total number of diapers.
Yeah.
When's the first time you threw up in your mouth just a little bit? That type of stuff. One dude says, okay, hear me out. Companies and individuals can guess JJ's baby's height and weight. Price to enter, pack of diapers. Guess correctly, you get to pick the baby's middle name. Listen, if this was presented to Ken Brady, I don't know.
He would sell the hell out of that.
He'd have had that bad boy rolling.
Now, have you ever met someone that has no middle name? There's lots of them.
Me?
Yeah, there are.
You don't have a middle name?
No.
Whoa!
You're Leon Cersei
Junior.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
So the old man didn't have one either.
He didn't have one either.
That
and my son,
is
the
special.
third, he doesn't have one either.
If Matt was here, he'd say we were too poor. We didn't have a middle name.
Exactly. We couldn't afford the leathers.
That's usually,
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And look.
But I gave my daughters, I gave them middle names.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't keep the trend going.
No, I didn't.
All right.
Joe, what's your middle name?
Manuel.
Manuel.
Yes.
Love that.
And it came from the Menorcan side, not the Mexican side, which is kind of
Interesting.
crazy. Because they went back to whatever, the Pons family with the Menorcans. And
The
they came up
real
with-
Spaniards.
Yeah. And my brother is Ponce because we're traced back to the Ponce de Leon. So his is Greg.
Nice.
And we had an older brother that was stillborn, sadly.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And he was going to be Gregory. And my hermano, as he just speaks Spanish to me all the time, goes out to San Francisco and went to the gravesite of Gregory, which was kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it really was.
So you guys were out there.
Yeah.
Now my sister has a.
Or your family was out
Yeah,
there.
at that time, because my dad was in the army.
Yeah, my sister has a great middle name.
Yeah?
Yeah. So her name is Alicia Ponchita.
Whoa.
Ponchita.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's better
That's
than Greg
wild.
Ponce.
I'm just saying, man.
That's good.
Reason why?
I guess if
reason
you're going
why-
to go wild, go with the middle name.
Well, yeah.
Wild.
Well, here's the thing. My grandfather's grandfather was full-blooded Cherokee Indian.
Nice.
Yeah, he was full-blooded Cherokee. So my mama gave her the grandma name.
Okay, I like
Her
that.
first name was Ponchita.
Yeah, and so I like when they did the grandmothers. That's
Oh,
what Hyla Maria is. She's after the grandmothers. And there's so many, like, you could just pay tribute.
Nothing
And
wrong with it.
one texter, I was born 10 pounds, 7 ounces. The nurses called me the bodyguard in the nursery.
Wow.
I'm getting a lot about diapers.
Oh, my gosh.
If you can roll a blunt, you can change a diaper. Good to know. Then I'll be perfect.
That's kind of how you got to look at it. And it's you wrap them up and kind of get them as tight as they can possibly be in the very beginning with their little roll-up blanket.
Yeah.
Because they've been packed.
The burrito.
Yeah, they've been packed in.
A lot of people telling me to watch out for the first poop.
Yeah.
That it's something to behold.
Oh yeah, there's
Not in a good way.
There's stuff that happens.
Don't go all COVID on me with the mask, bro. You got
Mask for changing.
Yeah,
you got to
throw
deal
up
with
a
it, bro.
And it'll come in many different colors.
That's
There's
what
gonna
they
be
say.
A lot of green
I'll
and
be
yellow,
ready.
a lot of black. That's just the way it is.
A whole rainbow.
One dude says, "Joe, are you seriously related to Ponce de Leon?" Yes. That's the proud Menorcan tradition. We were indentured servants when we came over here. Okay, this is all the way back in 1565 when they came right up there where the beautiful cross is at the shrine. Is it Mission de Nombre de Dios? Right there at the mission where the shrine is. They came rolling up, Pedro and all of them, and that was 1565. And they would bring them over little by little, and they came from the Isle Minorca with the Spanish. And yeah, my grandmother and her 2 sisters were the Ponce sisters. And so Iva Ponce, Gertrude, which she hated and was always referred to as Aunt G, and then Al Marie, Aunt Al.
Bro, you might own some land somewhere, bro.
I wish.
He's like the OG American.
Yeah, I'm saying you own some land, and you know,
there's some Ponces that own land in St. Aug. I can guarantee you that. We're the Cowart clan did not
didn't get lucky.
We did not luck up. My dad collected some other things instead of land, but it's just the way it went. Like there's the Ponces that own the Conch House. That is a.
I used to love
That's
going
a
to the Conch House on
palatial
like
setting
Sunday. Didn't they do like Sunday nights for reggae nights?
Yep.
Woo!
Many good memories.
Young JJ got lit at the Conch House on Sundays. Oh yeah.
You would go from Caps on Volano,
okay,
to the Conch House, to Sunset or wherever, and that was your
the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, many good times there. That's for sure. It's XLP.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, Googans, Hicken here. You want to win wings from Mr. Chubby's or tacos from Taco Luke? How about some chocolate from Peter Booker? All we need you to do is tell us more about you by filling out the 1010 listener survey at 1010XL.com. What kind of vehicles do you drive? Are you a business owner? What part of 1010XL do you like the most? We want to get to know you better so we can serve you better. Go to 1010XL.com, fill out the survey, and you could be a winner.
Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company is hiring for an estimator. Are you a motivated, customer-focused professional who enjoys working with people and doing things the right way? We want to hear from you. Send your resume to JCW Roof at jcwroof.com or call 904-396-1546. Family owned and operated since 1946. Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company, the first name in Jacksonville roofing.
I've spent 20 plus years around scoreboards, and here's what they don't tell you. Every number up there is somebody's story. So when I heard a number last week, I had to sit with it. Hacker here, Paige from Awaken 180 told me their clients just lost 1 million pounds. 1 million. That stopped me cold because I know exactly what my 120 was worth. Moving better, feeling better, down from over 300. Now multiply that feeling. My 120 is stacked in there with somebody's first 10. Somebody's knee that finally quit barking. Somebody stepping on a scale this morning and pumping their fist in an empty bathroom thanks to Awaken 180. That's not a stat. That's a whole stadium's worth of hometown wins. The scoreboard's still running. A doable program, a plan built specifically for you, coaching that adjusts as you go, and free support for life. 1 million pounds down and counting. The next win should be yours. Awaken 180weightloss.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. And when warm weather is here, we got to take advantage of it, Greg. What does Honda have, especially for beach weather?
It's riding season. Full line of small motorcycles, scooters, you name it, they've got it. We also have a full line of Vespa scooters in stock and ready to ride to the beach today.
If you log on cyclesofjacksonville.com, they've got it all?
Got it all. Cyclesofjacksonville.com. Come and see us there or on the showroom.
Atlantic and Regency, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Wednesdays on XL Primetime are teed up by the Golf Club at Southampton with brand new greens on the way. Follow along on their Facebook page.
From the texter, off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We love our prime timers. A lot of advice for JJ. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you do not have what happened to me with my first one. My overbearing mother-in-law walked over to the changing table in the hospital room to watch me change my daughter's first diaper. In hindsight, I should have told her to either help or go sit back down.
Right.
You know, they always want to. They're looking to make sure you're going to do it right.
Oh yeah.
And I know my mother-in-law. And she's one of those.
It's coming.
She's one of those. Absolutely.
Vic Surs, did they want to make sure that you knew what you were doing?
I kind of did.
Yeah?
I did.
Okay, good.
Because I practice. You got to put some practice in.
Excellent.
You know?
Yeah, I did not. I had not practiced too, but it's that classic whatever line they put out there. It's the hardest job ever, and there's no handbook to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
parenting at large.
Yeah.
Y'all went to the Lamaze classes, right? So they had the baby. They never gave you the baby. And
Oh, yeah,
took
we did that.
The diaper to put on the baby.
Mhm.
I had to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Someone says the diaper changing is nothing like the diaper buying. It seems like it goes on forever. Yeah, that's what I am concerned about. I've heard nothing but just terrible stories about how much diapers are, man.
It's a pricey
Holy
deal.
crap. Should we do
Formula?
the natural or the ones where you wash them? Oh my goodness!
And those were the days with the pinups on the laundry line outside. The Mexicans, when they had 10 kids, that's what they were doing.
Bro,
we
we
never did that.
You might want to go do some research on the diapers, bro.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, because a
I
pack,
got a
pack will probably cost you what, $20?
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there, bro.
Somebody said, by the way, that when his wife was inducing, that the nurse just told him to grab a leg and help with the delivery.
Oh wow, that's.
I was planning on being at the head of my beautiful wife. You know, like up right around her head, holding her hand.
Yeah,
you know,
as she tries to break your hands.
Yeah,
and
I'm fine with that.
so
I don't
hard.
need to be down there.
No,
I've seen it already.
I know,
you know,
but
I know what it's going on down there. I don't need to
Not
see
like
it
this.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want your child, the first eyes that your child see is yours.
You know what's funny? We're talking about all these gross stories with poop and babies. When I came out, I pooped, and I came out. I looked like Leon. I was a black kid.
Yeah.
Came out just covered, man. Yeah. And I've been taking a dump on the world ever since.
Yeah, ever since. You just kind of
Or the
form that
world's been taking a dump on me ever since.
Yeah.
I can't quite tell.
vice versa or vice versa. Either one of them, right? But yeah, hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully you got the clean one, but they still got all that stuff.
Goo, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Speaking
of goo.
of birthing babies.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tommy Mack joins us now as H&H Helmets and Heels gets ready to roll. You got a little experience with bringing Mama through
3 times, baby. It was there the whole time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The third one, I swear, like shot out. She had to catch her like it was a long fly ball, going after the baby. But yeah, it's quite awesome. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah.
There's only
God bless my mother for having me in this big fat head. You know what I mean? But yeah, she was a taller lady. My beloved mother.
I cannot remember how much I weighed. Do you remember how much?
I think we were all the McManuses were almost 9.
9?
Yeah. All my kids were in the 8s.
Big Sirs, I think you said you were a big kid.
18.
Yeah. Leon said he was huge.
Nah, I was 9 something.
Yeah.
I don't remember the ounces.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my kids, because people would always ask, well, and you're like, yeah, the one was 21 and a half inches long and weighed 8 pounds, and the other one was 21 and a half and she weighed 813.
Yeah, because we got a little lottery going on right now with guesses, just to see.
Okay, are we full turn? Because that matters. If you're 40 weeks, it's like
they're going to induce.
You got a full baked oven in there. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to induce next Friday if she hasn't had it,
and that'll be full term, Jake.
Yeah,
yeah.
Full
all
term.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cooking those last couple weeks, man. They're getting fed. They're getting fat. It's great. It's a great time. No doubt about it. We're going to have a great time on Helmets and Heels. We're going to talk, of course, the Jags and the NFL, looking around the NFL, and of course, our hometown team getting ready for camp. A little golf, a little baseball, and a lot of laughs. I feel like I'm laughing a lot on this show with the ladies. So on and off the air. So that's a good thing.
Always a good thing. All right, bro. We will be listening. Thank you, Tommy Mack, as they get ready. Helmets and Heels with Taylor and Lauren. They will definitely have a good time. And I'm feeling like we might be able to put this thing together. I'm going to go down the hall and see if we can put together a little diaper party. I honestly think that's a really good idea if we have prime-timers pitch in.
Ante up.
Yeah.
Anything free, I'm down for it.
I think it's we'll figure something out. So you guys be thinking about it if you can, and we'll have Olivia up front or whomever. We'll give some shout outs if they drop them off. It'll be kind of fun. It'll be XL Primetime's version of some kind of
Love that.
baby shower or whatever. All right, I love it. And thankfully, the Primetimers are the ones that think of this more than anything else.
Mhm.
All right, the Golf Club of Southampton, we say thanks to them. Don't forget, they are super stoked about opening up in October with brand new greens. You can check everything out, golfsouthampton.com or their Facebook page. We are done. Hope Maddie feels better for tomorrow. Big Sirs, Joe C. and JJ.
1010XL takes you inside the